So Twitch just announced a new Safety Advisory Council, and one of the members that they chose, yes, that one, is racist. I know what you're probably saying, and it's, how can that thing be racist? Well, let me walk you through some of the many things that she said that are just utterly brainless and just makes me question Twitch staff even more. And we'll start it quite simple, from where she called all gamers white supremacist. Don't believe me? Well, here it is.
Well, no, I'm just not cool with white supremacy, y'all. It's really not that. I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists. Sorry. Just a fact.
Now, this wouldn't be, a problem. Everyone has some outlandish opinions every now and then. That's fine. You think, oh, it's just a Twitch streamer of only 20,000 followers. That's who's been slowly losing followers over the past few years. You think, oh, that's probably not an issue. But then Twitch endorses them and puts her on their Safety Advisory Council, the council that's supposed to be giving advice to Twitch about their new policies and best streaming practices. And the thing is, it's not like she's, just going to ignore the fact that she believes that most gamers are white supremacists. She specifically said that she'd come after people that she disagrees with.
So, but I'm hanging in there, and I'm not going anywhere. I have power. They can't take it away from me. And honestly, there are some people that should be afraid of me, and that they are, because I represent moderation and diversity, and I'm gonna come for hurtful, harmful people. If you're a really shitty person, I'm gonna stand up against you. Period. And Twitch is endorsing me to do that, so.
Now you're probably like, Harpo, she just said that she's coming after people that are hurtful and stuff, That's not specifically anyone that disagrees with her, but the thing is, she said that voice chat, something that everyone has access to and everyone can talk to, is racist, because it helps white supremacists. I don't know in what way. It's just a thing she said, and whenever someone, people disagreed with her, she called them white supremacists.
I said a lot of people with cis white male sounding voices are here telling me that voice chat isn't a problem, and that is a fact. Y'all have voices that aren't marginalized coming in and saying, just mute, it's not an issue. Everyone faces harassment. I've heard it all. You're just repeating my a year ago. I've been through this all.
Now, what even means a cis white male sounding voice? If we're going to be honest here, Steph, you have a cis white male sounding voice. It's actually racist to assume someone's color of skin based on the way their voice sounds, because that comes from around the area you grow up. There's nothing inherent about race with the sound of your voice. I don't understand this statement whatsoever, and it just doesn't make sense. The thing is, she says it gives an unfair advantage to a certain group of people, and that's bad for competitive play, but she's also doing things that are unfair in competitive play. She's specifically even saying that she wants to have a level playing field at the highest level of play, but then she doesn't show that.
The only way to have a level playing field at the highest level of play is to have is to not have voice chat, to not have people give up their linguistic profiles. I mean, and maybe you think, if you are a competitive gamer, which a lot of people have been like, Steph, you clearly know nothing about competitive play. Well, competition, by the way, y'all, competition requires you to get every advantage possible. To become the top 0.01% in any video game, you have to squeeze every amount of advantage you can possibly get. voice chat is unfair. Period.
But then she does something like this.
The 5th of November. That day. Gosh, so when we were testing this, it's pretty cool that I can see Liz's screen. Like, that actually is a competitive advantage.
Yeah, big time.
Oh.
Now, I know there's a lot of points I've already missed just because I want to get all those clips out of the way so I can just talk and give you my opinion on all of this. But she speaks about wanting that fair field of advantage, that fair level of play, and then she immediately contradicts herself both in her actions and what she says from, saying, oh yeah, but you need to take advantage of every competitive advantage you can get. And then she also does something that most people can't do. Most people can't just see their friends or their teammates' screen while playing. That's not an option available to most people. But we need to get back to this race thing. You can't just make assumptions on people based on a group they're in. That's like saying every criminal is black, or that every mathematician is Asian. These are racial stereotypes that you can't just say because they aren't true. You can't just push these and act like they're right because they're not. And also, I still don't understand how you're supposed to tell someone's race by their voice. Because I've ran into some white people that sound like they're African American. I've ran into some African Americans that sound like they're white. If you're going by that standard, there's not really a way to just be like, oh yeah, you're white because I can tell because your voice, or oh yeah, you're black, I can tell because your voice. That's not a thing. And it's just flat out racist to assume. And it's sickening to me that Twitch has chosen someone like this over the thousands and thousands of other creators on Twitch to be on their safety advisory council. I'm scared for the policies that are going to be put into place. I'm scared, like, oh, you're playing with voice chat and you can hear other people's voices. You must be a white supremacist. That'll be banned. I am worried that things like that will happen because of Steph. And it doesn't make sense to me that Twitch would even let someone like this onto that council with the stuff that she has said, being actively attacking towards other groups of people. And the sad thing is that all this power has already gone to her head. This power that doesn't really exist because she's just on the advisory council, which we don't really know what all they'll do. Maybe they're important, maybe they're not. Maybe it's just a hearsay title, but she's already had that go to her head that she isn't going anywhere ever, despite this huge controversy coming up. And it's Twitch, so as we've learned from people like Alandy, they don't really like to punish anyone, especially anyone that can give them quote-unquote diversity, which I guarantee is the only reason that Steph is on this council, is for quote-unquote diversity and to get good political press points. But the thing is, you can't have a good political press person if they're calling your main clientele white supremacists. That doesn't work, Twitch. Please just listen to your community for once and don't have her on this council. It's that easy. Choose anyone else. Anyone else. Because I guarantee the next arguments that everyone's gonna that her hardcore fans are gonna get, and anyone who wants to defend Twitch right now are gonna get, is, oh, she's not actually that bad, and oh, you guys are just transphobic, oh, you guys are just homophobic. It's like, no, we just don't like someone who's racist and is just straight up calling entire communities white supremacists without any evidence whatsoever, being in charge of any policies or rules over Twitch, because she's gonna make them overbearing and unnecessary, and it's gonna kill Twitch as a platform because she's that toxic. I honestly fear for Twitch's survival if she stays on that council. And the issue is, no matter how much we criticize her here, she's not going to listen to it. She was being criticized on one of her live streams, and so she immediately, well, not immediately, I'll rephrase that. She didn't immediately do it, but she just couldn't handle that other people were right, and that not everyone's a white supremacist. So what does she do? She makes it so you have to pay her $5. That's right, you have to sub to her to speak in her chat, because she's that important, you know, because every big streamer totally does that whenever they're getting hate. They all do it. No, you don't. You listen to the criticism and you respond in a way that makes sense instead of just muting your chat.
All right. Well, this is gonna be. I'm saying goodbye now. Goodbye. Let's take a nice deep breath. It'll cost you $5 to talk now. It's nice to have power over my own space.
The only other problem that we have is, well, I guess if you couldn't tell by now, she thinks she's a deer, or she has some connection with her inner deer self. And the weird thing to me is, you know, the antlers, only males have antlers, so that's kind of confusing, and like she doesn't really know biology, but you know, that's neither here or there. Maybe she wants to be a he, maybe she feels like a he, maybe that's how that is. You know, you never know. That could, you know, that's on her, whatever, right? But she literally broke Twitch's terms of service with this.
Down to the back of the head. Maybe down a little bit. What's nice about forest creatures is that they'll sort of give you feedback on your scritches. And they're pretty sensitive to scritches. So scritches in different areas get different reactions from forest creatures. You can get...
What that was literally against Twitch's terms of service. Like, straight up, that would be considered a sexual act, which is prohibited by Twitch's own term of service. Why is someone that is in breach of Twitch's terms of service in charge of setting other terms of service? Why is she on this council still? I still don't understand. Listen, I could keep going, but I'm not really sure that there's much point to, because I think you understand. She should not be on this council. Twitch, please listen to your community and take her off this council. She is toxic, she's racist, she's broken your guidelines. She doesn't deserve to be there. And the more I keep going, the more I'm going to keep digging up stuff that she should not be on that council. There's no reason for her to be there. And I sound like a broken record because I believe in this so strongly. Something needs to be done about this. But there's almost only so much time that I'm willing to devote to a video. And, you know, if I need to, I'll come back, I'll show you more, I'll keep coming at her, and I will keep going until, you know, something is done about this, because this is insane. Why is someone like this on the council? If you have a differing opinion, or if you have more to add, go ahead, comment down below. I'll be reading all of them, I'll respond to all of them. If you disagree, if you somehow agree with her in some crazy way, go ahead, dislike the video. But like, if you're a normal sane person, like this video. The more likes and views that this video can get, the more likely it is that someone at Twitch will see this and maybe, hopefully, you know, do something about Steph. Like, she just boggles my mind. Subscribe if, you know, so if I have to make another video, you get notified of that coming up, and you can help get that out, because there's something that has to be done, and I'm gonna need your guys' help.